The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 24. You get the Nasdaq up 3. S&Ps are off 2.5. Gold is up $1.50 at $12.67. We have silver down 11 cents, $17.21. Oil up 51 cents, $49.48. You get the 10-year note down 2 ticks. 30-year bond down 5. Good old King dollar down 105 ticks. Google, Amazon, they take the NDX 100 up after the close yesterday. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit the banner, bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these defined option contracts trade. And, you know, we always like doing these volatility trades for the oil, the gas. You know, we did one yesterday on the NDX 100. And that baby came in pretty good.
Yeah, we definitely got some movement, right? So I'm just drilling this down to find 4 o'clock yesterday, and there's 4 o'clock yesterday. So we went from about 55.70 to 55.96. Yeah, 98. So you're talking about 28-point move in 5 minutes, which is a 0.5%. Huge, for sure.
Huge.
And they both came in and crushed it, and then Microsoft came in and disappointed a little bit at about 410, right? And that's probably
they did.
Maybe some oscillation up here.
They did.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we put that trade on the morning. I got out at 88. Because it went to 95. Okay.
So 55, 88. I forget where the boxes were even myself yesterday.
The box was 95.
Okay, 55, 65 to 55, 95.
Right.
Okay.
But I took it off at 88 because I was saying, okay, maybe you get the other side of it.
Perfect. So that's $230 value out of the $300 box spread.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
What was interesting, though, to me is that I'm not sure whether I'd do that trade again. And the reason being is that Google and Amazon went up so much, right? That, you know, that went up good. And I got it, but it's like, wow, how many times is that going to happen that Google goes up, you know, that much?
The other counterpart of that argument, though, is just that you got almost no movement throughout the day.
Yes. No, I know that. And then what ended up happening is that simultaneously, the first one out actually was Intel, which is wild. Intel was down a point, okay? Then you had Microsoft come down. That was at 409. Yeah. That came down a point. Then you had Starbucks come out, and that was down 2 points. Okay, so that was hurting on the other side. But I says, oh, this is interesting how, you know, so it's important to really kind of understand. You need big movements, man.
Definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
Now, when we did put it on, I was hoping that I'd get a movement during the daytime.
Sure. Yeah, and that's why I just zoomed in 10:30. That's about when we made it 55.65, and you can see that it's like almost trading right there as we come into the close, 55.67.
It was
so. In context, you had all that day's exposure to volatility, and you got no movement. So that's
and what also happened is that from the beginning of the day, that was put on at $151. At the end of the day, you could put that trade on at $105. I looked at it right before, like 10 minutes before. So that's that's kind of good to know.
Definitely, definitely, yeah.
8-7 cents. So let's go see what's happening in the marketplace out here today. So we have. Inside the NDX, what's moving the NDX out here this morning is, actually, let's do it this way. You get Cerner is up 7%. Google.
Is it Cerner? What is it? Cerner? Yeah, Cerner.
You get Google up 4%, and of course, there's 2 Googles. You get IDEX Pharmaceutical up 4. Taken away from it is Intel down 3, Clack's down 3, Baidu's down 3, Qualcomm's down 3. Inside the Dow Industrials, You got Chevron come out with numbers. Chevron's putting 5 points into it. Exxon's putting 4. Intel's taking 9 out. Home Depot's taking 5. DuPont's taking 3.
Yeah. Intel's only down $1.45, but you're talking about a $35 stock. That's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go to Victor in Paramus, New Jersey. Hey, Victor, what's going on?
Not much. You got a 4-for-1 going with NUGT?
Yes.
On Monday?
Yes.
So I've been looking at both the Dust and Nugget. If you compared it to, they're both money, they both lose money. But what do you think is going to happen with Nugget in the beginning? Where's the energy?
Well, we're going through this a few times.
Doing a 4-for-1 split.
I'm sorry?
It's doing a 4-for-1 split. Last year it did a 5-for-1 split.
They always split. I mean, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but where do you think the energy level is? Like, where do you think it's going?
I'm bullish on it.
No, but I'm saying it's just, gold was at $100 higher in December, and the price was like a few dollars higher, so it's losing its energy. If you notice,
that's not how they work. They're daily investment vehicles. They're not. That's all they are. Every single day they recharge themselves. It's a new world every single day for them. That's the way you got to look at it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So what would you do over the weekend on this? That's what I mean.
I'd buy it.
It's like
I own it right now.
$3 lower. Yeah, but it's $3 lower than it was in December, and gold was lower in December. So, it's not making money. It's just, where's the energy?
I just answered your question, man. Have a great one, Victor. Have a safe one, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The Dow's down 21, Nasdaq's up 3, S&P's are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down to 31. You get the Nasdaq up 2. S&Ps are down 3. Gold's up $1.80. Let's go over to the dollar index. So the dollar index, folks. Now here's some divergence. This was pretty wild watching what happened when the GDP number come out. So the GDP is 0.7%. Now what does happen is that it seems that the first quarter, on a consistent basis, every year is low.
Okay.
No
matter what, it's always expectation. So expectation was a full percent at least, right? And it came in at 0.7.
Right.
So,
right. I'm sure that the Trump administration is going to go crazy on this, right? There's no doubt about that. They're looking for 3%. So,
crazy is the standard, regardless of what happens on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But.
But the bottom line is that, okay, so it's low, a lot lower than people are looking for. So when this happened, this is, this is going to be interesting, man. What ends up happening? Just the opposite of what I thought. The dollar actually goes up versus going down.
Where are we on the chart there? Can we just make sure the number came out at 8:30? So let's find it. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Okay, so the dollar goes from 98,700 to 98,880.
Okay.
It's like, okay, man, you're going up. Now, if we go over to the bonds simultaneously, it's like, okay, if you get a low GDP, what you're going to have is it's going to be harder for the Fed to raise interest rates,
sure,
right? Well, what ends up happening there? Bottom line, just the opposite, right? The bonds go from just the same as the dollar, okay? Because the opposite of what I thought. Now let's go to gold, okay? So this is pretty cool watching how this shook out. So gold did the same thing as the dollar went up. Gold went south quick. So that goes south quick. Okay, the first leg.
That big volume bar.
Yeah, right there, 8:30. So it took it from 1269 to 1265. Now, what I was watching though was that we had the spike down yesterday. It got down to 1261. So bottom line, what did it end up doing about 30 minutes later? Well, I was still writing the newsletter. So then at 9 o'clock, folks, it comes into 1265.60. And we only do 3,600 contracts versus 12,000 contracts. I says, okay, I like that deal right there. So I actually bought a couple of them right there. In the platform, the Nadex platform. We'll see where it shakes out. But, and so what that would be saying also is that what we're going to see out here, well, this is what I also did, is that because of the way that the dollar traded this week, the dollar had volume this week as it tried to get higher. When you take a look at this, it's like, we had some good volume as this dollar tried to get higher this week. On, is that Monday? Tuesday? Yeah. So Monday you did 30,000 contracts. Tuesday you did 26, but we're going down. Wednesday it tried to get higher with 32,000. Thursday it did get higher with 40,000. Now it did 15, but then what I realized too was that, guess what? That means we're going to have a high volume low because of Tuesday and because of today on the weekly and the monthly.
Sure.
And that's when I decided to go for it. So we'll see where this shakes out on a Monday, on a Friday in the metals market.
Sure. Yeah.
If you are in the metals market, folks, an Eagle, this has got some real strength. That's up 371, trading $47.20, and this thing came in. Let's see, where they beat everything. That's the bottom line. Here it is. So let's see. An Eagle on Thursday reported first quarter profits of $76 million. The Toronto-based company had a net income of 33 cents a share. Earnings adjusted for non-occurring gains were 28 cents a share. Where's the estimate? Let's see.
That's right in the next paragraph.
Okay.
Yeah, the results topped the Wall Street expectations. The average estimate, 5 analysts, was 14 cents a share.
Wow. Yeah, big number.
Yeah.
Big number. So if we go over to the Nadex platform, folks, and this is why we do want you to test drive it. Right now, we'll see whether I get any money on it. But I'm in at 1267.75, and I was paying about $1 premium.
Okay. Pull it up right now. Looks like it's a hair above maybe where you got into it. Yeah, so you traded at 914 this morning. Let's find that bar, maybe somewhere right around here, 905. There's the 910, so somewhere in that bar right there is where you got in.
I waited for the test, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
And then, after that test, though, guess what? It dove right back. It dove down again.
Sure, sure.
And when that happens, you're just going to make sure that, does it do it in lighter volume? And it did. So we'll see where that shakes out. Now, don't forget, what you do have happening is that on Sunday night, if you're test driving this platform on Sunday night, 6 o'clock, you can trade the currencies. Because what has happened is that the yen has not been cooperating, meaning the yen has got much weaker this whole week, and gold's still kind of holding right here.
Yeah, what's interesting is we don't have an election with the entire European Union riding on things tonight, Sunday,
right.
But we'll have one next week with the French election runoff, French election runoff. But just taking a look at oil, some volatility in oil recently, right? Even this morning, man, 6 a.m. till 8:30 a.m. And I think this is right around 8:30, right? 8:30 right here. I mean, not that oil's getting driven, but of course with volatility, with gold, with rates, with GDP, but quite a run in terms of 50 cents up, 40 cents down.
Right.
And even if you pull it back a little bit, where we're coming off of, that's quite a move yesterday. We're as low as 48.50. So we'll see what happens. Let's jump to, because Mr. Andy Hecht, he did a great program last night, and this is the weekend to get in there because he's doing Monday, May 1st. He'll come out with his first issue Monday morning. So get in there, sign up right now, and you'll be receiving Monday's newsletter.
And it's a daily newsletter.
Daily newsletter, so every single day, completely new newsletter. And right now you can lock in 20% savings for however long you remain a subscriber. $97 is an incredible deal for a daily newsletter to begin with, and then you get $77.60, which is 20% off, almost $20 off on a monthly basis. If you stick for the year, that's almost $240 you're going to be saving every single year, and it just can continue like that, and it comes with a money-back guarantee. So best part is you sign up, you get the month, you get every single day, you'll get Monday's first issue. I'm sure the first issue is going to be a good one.
Right.
Andy's not going to start out without anything fantastic. And I know by Wednesday at least, I think he's going to probably have some recommendations maybe in there Monday, but you can't force recommendations, and you can't decide until Monday because that's the day that they matter, of course. So, but I know by Wednesday, and with the webinar, that he'll have some in there, and he's going to be talking about, and that's what oil made me think about it, opportunities in energy equities. And he's going to be focusing on, because I've talked to him many times about it, he's excited, he's jazzed up, the fact of $50 being the sweet spot in oil, both ways, as in they understand, when I say they, the producers, the people making the money, that they can't elevate it higher than that. They wish they could, right? We all wish we could get more for whatever we're selling.
Right.
But as it goes up, and I think I saw it just jumping around, same thing. Dave White, his awesome newsletter this morning, Path of Least Resistance, he was talking about the rig count comes out today at, I think, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
That'll be a big deal, and that's why they can't rise it above 50, so they're trying to keep it at 50. But man, yesterday, we're talking about less than 24 hours ago, it was at 48.50. Interesting.
Wow. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's down 35. NASDAQ is up 1. S&Ps are off 4.5. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us. You know, when we were talking about that volatility trade that we did yesterday, right?
Sure, you're talking about the NASDAQ 100 trade at 4 o'clock for the earnings?
Yes.
Okay.
What I would do, and this gets kind of interesting, folks, if the premiums were as good as that where I bought them, I'm going to look to sell them.
At the time you bought them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
We'll see if that happens when that day comes. I would like to see that. I don't.
Well,
think
the day will come pretty quick because the next time that this would be shaken out will be, let me see, Facebook and Apple I think they're the only two left that could really move the NDX 100.
I mean, and just to put it in consideration, so there on the chart right there, that's about where we made the trade, 10:30 yesterday morning during the show, 55.65. You were paying about $180 for the two combined spreads.
Right.
And so that's about 18 NASDAQ 100 points for the entire day. So, you know, you're saying that the NASDAQ 100 is going to close within 18 points of 55.65 by the close, with numbers coming out at 4:15. I think you might be being a little biased just from the short-term bias of having no movement yesterday throughout the entire day, because you paid premium from 10:30 till 4 o'clock and got about 3 points of movement in the NASDAQ 100.
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying. Let's see when Facebook and FB is coming out. Too bad. That's May 3rd. And Apple, I believe, is before that. May 2nd. Interesting.
Because it's going to be a much more expensive trade. You realize that? Where you only paid the 180, it would be almost $420 on the other side, with hoping to make that 180.
Yes, no, I get that.
I think when we work that through, you might not be as attracted to it when push comes to shove the day of.
Listen, I'm shocked myself.
We'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. If we go over to the GDX, folks, and take a look at the GDX. So the GDX right now is up 48 cents, which is, of course, pushing up the nugget. We are going, I think it's 1 for 4, right?
The nugget is on Monday, yes.
On Monday. So when you wake
Effective date, Monday, yes.
Yeah, so when you wake up Monday, bottom line is that if you have 4,000 shares, you're going to have 1,000. If you have 1,000, you're going to have 250. If you have, so
it's all going to be the same in the grand scheme.
It's the same.
Don't get caught up in those numbers and the zeros, and but be aware of it for sure.
Now look at this is intriguing in the aspect of NQM7. If we take a look at where it looks like, we're close to just giving back the spike from yesterday.
Sure.
Right now we're at 55.76 in the NQs, and they started at 55.63. What is going to be, what you haven't had is that the S&Ps and the Dow have not been able to get into their high. The rocket ship, of course, is the NDX 100 and the NASDAQ.
Sure.
And actually, if we go over to Amazon for a second, I think it said that, so Amazon was as high as 945. You're at 937. That bump up, where is it? It says
I think you said 940. I say 949 even up there. I'm not sure.
It put
high.
Let's see. Look at that. So at the high, what a day for Jeff Bezos, right?
Hey, what's he own? Like 1 out of every 5 shares in that? I mean, it's pretty staggering in terms of the.
So that
it's like 90 million shares or 900 million shares.
I think it's 88 million. Yeah.
Yeah, it is 88 million. Because I remember saying if Amazon was just worth $1, he'd be almost worth $100 million.
It's 80 million.
80 million, yeah. So
80 million.
It's like that's where you just to put it into simple terms of how much wealth that is. If Amazon was just at $1, it'd be worth, and what's even more remarkable, right, is a lot of those gold companies we look at, the small ones, they have market caps of like $100 million.
Yeah, well, let's go. So look at this.
Well, that's a $10 billion.
Okay, I was just saying that.
A lot of them we pull up are.
That's the best performance. I just wanted to see what that is.
No,
but that's nothing for him. That's 5 days' pay for him. If it went
5
up
days,
like that.
yesterday,
right.
Sure. Yeah.
But here, let's pull up IM Gold. Let's see what that's at.
Yeah, $2 billion.
Oh, okay. So
there's a lot we pull up. We don't have to jump around, but more of the exploration type companies.
Yeah. Well, you got now eggs that got taken out by Gold Corp.
$150 million. There you go.
Yeah, that got taken out by Gold Corp. But yeah, there's no doubt. That's pretty intense.
Yeah. So he could be worth $80 million if it was a dollar stock, and guess what? It's almost worth $1,000. So there's where the 80 billion comes from instead of 80 million.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That is amazing.
And that company is only growing, which is really the amazing part in terms of
I gotta find this. This is what it had, and let me go to last night. It had.
Keep going. Maybe one more. Stay right here for a second. No. Did you click on it? Okay, go ahead. We're into yesterday. Keep going.
That's what I wanted yesterday.
Keep going. It might be a little bit further down.
What I wanted was, it showed that it's 20 straight quarters.
Maybe. No, that's Reuters.
They've had double-digit growth. Oh, okay. No, 1 second.
So, I mean, these are just, we haven't even gone over the numbers, so let's just go over them in hardcore. Earnings just crushed it, 148 versus 108. And so, again, just look at the amount of shares, right? So he owns 80 million shares.
Right.
They made 40 cents extra per share for the quarter. Call it 50 cents to make it easy.
Right.
That's an extra $40 million when you're talking about 80 million shares he owns just in the quarter for straight earnings. And not to mention 35.7 versus 35.3. You're talking about $400 million in extra revenue that they came in with. And this is where I think you start to really get in. Amazon Web Servers, right? Yep. Net sales, they beat. So they're beating across. Quarterly sales up 23%. I mean, that's amazing.
Exactly.
When you look at,
23%.
Where were they last year? Were they doing okay? Yeah, they were doing okay, and they're 23%. So they're still growing at gangbusters. But guess what? A lot of that price in Amazon is factoring in that growth as well.
Yeah.
So that $1,000 share price, what's their PE right now? We're at
131.
Exactly. So it's not like the market isn't aware that there's potential growth that they're paying for.
That's pretty intense.
No,
PE.
it should be though. I mean, just in that, if they grew from 23% last year, guess what? They already almost owned the internet last year. Not, being exaggerating, but To grow 23% off of the staggering position they had last year is
huge.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And now with no net neutrality, they're just going to pay for everything. You'll only be able to go to their site and nobody else's. I have to remind it because it's going to have huge implications for some of these larger tech companies, as in, competition in the marketplace. How do you compete with a company like Amazon if, guess what, you start making headway and they just say, we're just going to pay all the ISPs to make sure that we're the fastest company out there, done.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything else. If you can pay for Fifth Avenue, guess what?
Yeah.
That's where all the money is. And in this case,
Stifle
there's only one
competition,
street,
man.
folks. And that's the internet. That's the difference. There's only one street.
Not bad.
Yeah. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 22. Nasdaq is up 3. S&Ps are off 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 18. You get the Nasdaq up 3. S&Ps are off 2.5. And folks, if you haven't test drove that Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can pull the banner up. You can see how these defined option contracts trade. And I get to 130, and it doesn't look like there's not much action happening right now.
Let's find what you're actually in here. We're looking at the NASDAQ 100, right? So you're in the gold.
And what is important, folks, when whatever vehicle you're trading, is to know when that vehicle closes. And in the case of gold, it closes at 1:30. You know, so and all of these actually close when the pit closes. That's how this. And so in the commodity market, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, because you have what, gold closing at 1:30,
Yeah.
oil's 2:30, I believe.
Yes, 2:30, I
Just
believe.
jump
yeah.
around to make sure. Yeah, daily 2:30. I mean, I'm just pulling up the binaries, but whether it's the binaries, but then you could go into the commodity spreads, and that's why they have. When you just go into crude, you're going to have the different ones, whether it's 11, 12. The shorter kind of daily ones, these are going to be $3 in oil, and then of course you have the larger $5 ones. Same thing, expiring at 2:30 when the pit does close.
And then what does happen? You know, pull up. We've never done con. Wonder how that works. 2:15 con. Copper is at
1 o'clock.
Does that say 1? Okay. Soybeans, 2:15.
You can stagger yourself and have expirations every 15 minutes, it looks like.
Silver, 125.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that is. So
And of course, jumping around, you know, we don't really go into these as much, but for those Forex traders out there that are super short term,
right.
looking at 20, you have the indices, but guess what? 5 minutes on the Forex.
That's intense.
It is intense. You know, 10:45 right now. We're at 10:44 and 36 seconds. So that's where
let's look at that.
Well, this is an unfortunate one because we're like 20 seconds away.
Okay.
So that's where the market you
we'll
can tell.
pull out the next one. Then.
Yeah, it dried up where, you know, within I believe it's maybe 30 seconds to a minute it's going to dry up just because the market can't price itself within a few seconds of it expiring for zero and that's where 10:50 we expire and then would have to not sure if you jump back in there how they load as we said. And there they go. There's the 1050s right up there. So,
okay, so let's see.
So we're at 109.095.
Yeah.
And you can see that they're going to be small movements, of course, because you're dealing with, now we're already, you know, just to put things in perspective, 10% of the time has just elapsed, 30 seconds. We got 5 minutes, you know.
It's 5 minutes.
And so you're going to get some huge swings, especially as they're oscillating right around the pivot point. And so there's a nice glimpse where super out of the money, and guess what? Kind of in the realm of where we just were, but we really got to drill this down to see them further because when you're dealing with 5 minutes, let's open up this chart a little bit, and there you go.
Look at that.
So here's the type of bid, you know, risk reward. If you want action on a 5 minute date for those Forex short term, one more time, short term traders out there, doesn't get any more short term than that with some serious risk rewards. But that is going to be a high variance game. You better be able to go through some swings of losses and wins because you're playing a very high risk game.
Yeah.
There could be high rewards too, but risk reward for sure. But something, you know, if you're in there in the demo account, you just want to get used to placing orders, have a little fun.
Yeah.
Go play a little action on the tables. That's one way to play it. But you can see in terms of, you know,
we just got a huge movement.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were just at, this is the 1045 bar that we opened at.
Right.
Okay? We're only a minute and a half into the bar. And you can see, if you just think that we're going to jump back up above that bar. Now, this is where you really want to be aware of, like, greater than. So you're greater than. You're not equal to.
Right.
These are important distinctions. It's greater than. So if you're buying this at 1050, you need to close above that, not at or above, above. But huge risk reward possibility. Same thing to the downside, and guess what? And then, of course, you have the one that's kind of right at the money right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll close that before you get any grand ideas.
I've never done those. I've done it.
That's not true. You never. You always speak in declarative,
no,
like
I did.
all.
No, the 20-minute ones, I've done lots of them, hundreds of them. These ones.
You've done hundreds of 20-minute trades, and you've never done a 5-minute.
Oh, I mean just on this Forex right here. Okay. I've done 5-minute trades. I'm talking about just this.
I know that's what you're talking about. You've done hundreds of 20-minute trades. Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah. Because if you do even the 20-minute trades, folks, you can't even go to the bathroom.
You shouldn't leave that screen. I hear you.
They're just as intense as the.
Because you can wait for the 20-minute trades to have the 20-minute binaries to have, of course, 5 minutes left, and still be trading them with 5-10 minutes left until expiration. And at least you're dealing with the indices. that maybe you're more comfortable in versus the Forex.
Well, and I'm comfortable because of the volume. Because I got the volume up on one side.
That's where you trade, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no volume that I can get on those Forex, yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
So let's see, bonds. This bond market. I want to see where this baby's going to shake out. So right now, we had a low out here today of 125.09. You're at 125.18, and you know the consolidation that we've been in, that it took out, folks. Anything that stays over 125, you're in another. You know, you're in the second floor. The first floor would be like that 125 down to like 123. You know, I'm not taking the bottom there because I just just took it out. But the longer you stay up here, the more that saying that these rates are going to go down. And what's really going to be, well, actually, so we're 2.3. Let me see when the next Fed. So June 14th. Wow, look at that. So there's a 67% chance.
69.
69% chance on June 14th.
Yeah. Now, what, do we have a meeting on this coming Wednesday? It says we do.
On May 3rd, yeah. That's 13.3%, May 3rd. And, of course, we're in window dressing right now. What I was thinking about is that, okay, so we know that the next GDP number doesn't come out for another 3 months. Because if that GDP number stays low like that, they're not going to be going up in rates. But that's good. That they're not going to get that information for another 3 months.
They could still go up on rates. We'll see. That's just my take.
Right.
There's a deep sigh when I say that. I heard it, but okay.
I get it.
It's just a disagreement, man.
Right. I get it.
Somehow, I don't know.
I get it.
Everybody gets it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disagreement. Okay. Careful.
Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks out here. You got Intel down $1.40. Let's see, with Synchronicity, this thing's getting killed. So Synchronicity Financial, let's see, consumer financial company provides credit products through programs established diverse national and retailers. Oh. So I wonder if they give credit to retailers, local merchants, buying groups. That got killed, man. Holy cow. That thing's getting killed, no doubt. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. And the NASDAQ, believe it or not, just went negative by 0.9%. You have the Dow right now down 27, NASDAQ's off 1, S&Ps are off 4. We'll be right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 20, Nasdaq's down 1, S&Ps are down 3. And don't forget, folks, you can test drive this Nadex platform over the weekend. Get ready for next week. We're in window dressing. I suspect Monday, Tuesday, we'll see whether the markets can do anything except going sideways. There's no doubt when you take a look at these markets out here, you know, the S&P and the Dow were right where we were in March. That being said, the good old NDX and the composite are basically to the moon. If we actually take a look at these on a monthly basis too, that's quite a streak.
Sure
actually
is.
quite a streak. Just, I mean, look at this. This is pretty amazing, actually. Look at that. So if you go back, it's pretty amazing, actually. If you go back to 2008, you were at 1,018.
6 times that.
Yep.
5.5.
And in between that, when you put this on a monthly, it doesn't even look like there's a retracement.
I hear you. I do.
There was quite a consolidation up until July of 2016.
Even that's almost just searching for something, right? Only in that chart does that look like a consolidation.
Right.
As in, you know, just to put even in, you know, we're looking at, so that's February of 15, 41.15. You know, a year and a half later, 4,700. That's 15% up.
Yep.
And that's a consolidation only when you're looking at a chart that's straight up. Yeah. Like really almost.
Seriously.
It is. I know what you mean, it is, but it's still quite a little short upward consolidation in the grand scheme of quite a channel.
Now look now this is pretty cool, right? You bring it back like that. I've just brought it back to 1994. So 1994, it's at 363. It's amazing, actually. Goes up to 4,800 in 2000. Goes back to 795 in 2002. That's intense.
For sure.
Goes up to 2,200 in 07.
And back down to that 1,000.
Back down to 1,000. Wow.
But that's not going to happen again, man. Straight up from here.
I tell you, you know. We'll see where the whole baby shakes out. Gold, we go back to that gold for a second. So I get to 130 in the gold.
It's kind of hanging right now.
Yeah, it's hanging right there. We'll see whether they want to buy it or sell it into the close here. You know, because what does happen on Fridays, folks, you know, it'll go one way or the other, a few dollars. Right now, my risk is that last time it was down to 1264, I get some volume down there. You know.
Sure.
So, 1264 won't kill me though. That'll be $10 a contract. I'm in at 67, I think. 64. It's $60
Okay.
loss.
Yeah.
67.10. I think that's what I'm in at. Look at that. Someone's helping me out right now as we're talking. You stay right there, folks. My man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next. Growl and Prowl. Then, of course, we're going to swim lessons. We get Steve Rhodes, Dave White, and, of course, Andy, folks. Andy has a great newsletter coming up. It's going to be a daily newsletter. You can test drive it right now. It starts Monday, May Day Monday.
May 1st, man. We're here.
May 1st. It comes with a money-back guarantee. You save 20% if, in fact, you get it before May 3rd. May 3rd, right. It's going to go back to the price of...
introductory launch special.
Right.
Good up until that Wednesday 3rd, so why not get in there ahead of the first newsletter, delivered prior to the market open, Monday, May 1st.
And as we... well, this is interesting. So the dollar... Well, maybe Basil will talk about it. The dollar just went positive. Good old dollar index. A little 98.965. It's going to need more than that. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right up.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.